Guys, welcome back to Heavyweight Boxing News Updates. This one is to do again with Rico Verhoeven and Oleksandr Usyk's fight last weekend, last Saturday. Maybe even been 2 Saturdays ago. I know time flies like that. I have heard maybe 2 or 3 boxers give an honest opinion, which is that Rico was way ahead on scorecards. They had open scoring, which was, I believe, after 4 rounds, the boxer and the corners were able to see who was ahead. The fact of the matter is, when watching the fight, I literally only had Usyk winning about 3 rounds up until the knockout. So to me, he had to get the knockout. The fact that they had it tied, the scorecard came out for the open judging. 2 judges had it tied. 1 judge had it Rico was only ahead by a point. And I believe this was before the knockout. That is insane. Number 1, Usyk was on the back foot the whole time, hardly throwing any punches. Number 2, Rico was doing all the work as far as coming forward and putting the pressure on. It seemed like he was throwing more punches, and he definitely had more power punches. So because it was open scoring, and because the scoring, in my opinion, seemed to be corrupt, that's what made Rico keep pushing forward. Because I would have said the same thing. Hey, you're way ahead on the scorecards. It's like 7-3. Back off a little bit. Save a little energy. Let Usyk come forward. Let Usyk make a mistake. But I've seen Rico in interviews, and he even said, because he saw the scorecards and he knew that he was behind on the scorecards, that's what was making him push forward so much and keep going. And ultimately, that was one of the things what drained his gas tank. The ref admitted he didn't hear the bell, which is also, if he would have heard the bell, he could have let him go back to the corner, have a rest, and if he felt energized enough to come out, he could have fought the final round, or he could have retired on his stool. Either way, the ref wouldn't have stopped it when he stopped it. But the fact that the judges, even if Usyk didn't get the knockout, the judges were getting ready to rob Rico. There's no other way to put it. I really actually like the concept of open scoring. To keep judges accountable, why not have open scoring on a board up top and let everybody see the 3 judges' scorecards? That way, you can tell if the fans will agree or not while you're actually at the fight. I believe the reason why they won't have open judging. And plus, the boxers know where they are in the fight. They know if they need to press the action more. They know if they need to get a knockout. They'll know it all because it will just be open to everybody. If everything's open and we can see everything that they're doing, then we can also see the corruption. The fact that they're allowed to hide their choices in the shadows is actually what gives the promoters and the judges a lot of power. But it also is what's corrupt about the sport. I really liked that the MMA guys came out and just called it as it is, which is Rico's score was way off. But I could not watch that fight in good conscience and say to myself, yeah, the score was tied by the end of 10, because it wasn't. Oleksandr was hardly, his work rate was so low. And he hurt him in the 9th. He hurt Rico in the 9th, which I think I may have given Usyk that round. But the rest of the fight, he was just dossing about, being lazy. So I have no idea how did the judges come to that score. I'm not new to boxing. I watch other fights and score it along with the judges. And we're usually tied. We're usually at an equal score, give or take a point or 2. We're not 7 rounds off. I had Rico winning 7 rounds out of the 10. So how did the judges come to a tied scorecard? 2 of them did. I mean, it's wicked, it's corrupt. I'm just happy that Rico made good money. I'm happy that this is going to lead to bigger fights. I would definitely watch a fight between him and Ngannou. I would love that fight. And they're both, I think Ngannou's 39, Rico's 37. So they're similar age. But that would be awesome to watch. We'll see if any more information comes out. Let me make one more statement. I do think that Oleksandr Usyk, even though he wasn't in the best shape, even though he had some love handles, I do think that he was taking the fight light. And I do think that he prolonged the fight to be more entertaining. He said that on his Instagram. A lot of people don't take that for real. But when you are that highly skilled, it is possible for you to do that, and other people don't actually realize that you're not going full speed. So I believe that could have been the case, and that it backfired a little bit. But then when he finally switched on, he just took Rico out. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe down below. Let's get me up in subscribers, get me popping in the algorithm, and I will see you guys for another video next time. That's heavyweight boxing news updates out. Peace.